Welcome to the ZoCo Podcast. My name is Cody.
And I'm Trevor.
We're here for a very special Christmas podcast.
Yeah, we're all Christmased up.
It's Christmas Eve. We're getting ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas.
Oh, man.
And
things look different.
And we had Santa stop by. Santa stopped by our little set for a quick little second.
Yep, here's the picture right here.
So here's a picture. Santa came by to visit. Here he is.
Got to sit in his lap and everything. We got to ask him what we want for Christmas.
He told me I was being naughty and that I needed to clean up a few things, and I told him okay.
I think we're getting cold.
I think we're getting cold. Yeah, I think so. It was kind of a rough visit.
Yeah.
We were more excited to see him than he was excited to see us.
Yeah.
But yeah, the set's different. This is kind of what we were coming up with. We talked about wanting to get a new set.
Yep.
This isn't the final set piece.
Yeah, no.
we're still waiting on a couple things, but we made some more room and
we got some nicer chairs coming in.
Yeah, some
that we're expecting.
Definitely nicer chairs, besides computer chairs. So. And the mini fridge,
which wasn't so many.
Well, yeah, wasn't so many. We were expecting something a little bit more
small.
Yeah.
Well, the idea is that, we want to be able to have the fridge with all our junk and all the good stuff inside.
Hey, speaking of which, can you pass me a Mountain Dew? Man, we maybe should have done this before.
One
Mountain there Dew. We go.
For you.
Jones you went for the Jones.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, tradition has it. When I open a Jones, you gotta get what's inside.
To the new podcast set and to Christmas.
Cheers.
All right. So what's your fortune?
Never confuse a single defeat with a final defeat. Except in bed. Okay.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but
I don't know where to go with that, but
well, I know where to go with that. It's Christmas, we're settling down, getting ready for Christmas tomorrow.
And the Santa hat is way too hot, so I'm taking it off. Oh boy.
I want to talk about Christmas movies. What I guess every family has their tradition. Everyone has like what they like to watch. I know we definitely do. Like our family, we have a whole stack of Christmas movies that come out. So like, what are your Christmas traditions as far as movies go?
Oh boy! All right. Well, number one of them, of course, is both Halloween and Christmas. I know where I'm coming from. This Nightmare Before Christmas, Tim Burton.
Yep. That
one is just a classic for both Halloween and Christmas. In fact, that's why Disneyland even does it through October to December, is because it's both. So that's always a classic. We always watch the classic, like the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Little Drummer Boy, those little Golden Book ones. Those are the classic ones. Frosted Snowman, Santa Claus Coming to Town. Those are some classics you gotta watch. You always gotta watch those. Those are the ones we always do. Christmas Story.
Christmas Story
that is top on our list.
Absolute classic.
That is
absolute classic.
Top on our list that we always watch. It's a good one. What else have we got? We've I just had it on the top of my head. I can't think of it now.
Well, another one I think too is Christmas Vacation, which is, have you seen it?
I don't know.
It's National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's got Chevy Chase.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's actually, the little boy in it is Leonard on The Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
It's a classic. They go, the opening scene, they're going to get their Christmas tree. They go cut it down every year, and they got kind of a car, not a chase scene, but like, you got the guy trying to get in front, and then, he doesn't want to be behind that guy, so he tries to get in front of them, and he goes into the other lane. Well, he puts himself right underneath a semi. And
oh boy.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. They go hiking out looking for a tree, and they forget the saw. So somehow they rip it out. They rip the roots out.
Oh boy.
Bring it home. It's a giant giant tree that doesn't
Doesn't
even
even
fit in the living room. Doesn't fit.
Oh boy.
It's a classic.
Thinking of Home Alone. That's what it is. I was thinking of
Home Alone.
Now that one, that was actually interesting. I want to talk about that for a second because Home Alone is also a very classic film, but that one's not technically a Christmas film. Now, that's what's kind of funny about it. It's a good Christmas movie, but it's not actually a Christmas film. It's just a movie that happens to take place during Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's what I always think is kind of interesting about it because it's like, and what's with the Christmas music playing constantly on the radio.
Yeah.
You hear that sometimes the song from that movie playing, and it's like it is a Christmas song, I guess, but it's like I always think that's kind of funny that that's a classic film that has nothing to do with Christmas outside of it's just during Christmas time.
It's a good one. I like it.
But we always watch that one too.
Have you seen the Explain a Plot Badly? Is that what it's called? It's like they take movies and they explain like the basic premise.
Oh, it's what is it? I know what you're talking about.
I don't remember what it is, but
yeah, what was the one? I remember
it's a mentally ill child
lures
two homeless people into his home and sends them to jail.
Well, doesn't he like beat them senseless and send them to jail?
Something
like that. Oh my gosh.
But I remember that movie made me as a kid want to like rig my house. In case the robbers came and you wanted to fight back.
Yeah, no. That movie made me want a BB gun.
Oh yeah.
Not Christmas Story. Christmas Story, even though that movie is based on the BB gun, he shoots his eye out in the freaking first time he shoots it. No, Home Alone is the one that made me want to shoot it because
he shoots somebody else's eye.
Well, that's the thing, like there's the whole part where he's just kind of home by himself and he's like shooting the army men.
Yeah.
I wanted a BB gun so bad after that. I never got one, but
well, and he's shooting the little figurines down into the laundry.
That's what he's doing. I want to do that so bad.
Oh man, that's every parent's nightmare right there. Shooting BB guns in the house.
Boy. Yep, that's why he was doing it.
Yeah, well, when you make your family disappear,
I'm gonna give you to the count of 10. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 10.
Good movie though. Let's see what else are classics. Jingle All the Way.
I love that film. We do not watch that film regularly, but I love that film.
It's a great one. It's
good old Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's
one where our past governor, good old past governor Arnold Schwarzenegger,
the Governator.
He's not necessarily in his like Terminator role, like
no, it's one of his comedy ones.
Yeah,
and
I don't know, it's just all around hilarious. Knocks out a reindeer.
Oh boy! Just the whole battle between the mailman and getting the stupid toy because. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, so this is kind of a similar thing. So in that movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger's character, he's going around, he's trying to get this. I can't remember the name of the guy's.
Turbo Man.
Yeah, Turbo Man. He's trying to get this stupid. I don't want to say doll because it's action figure,
Yeah.
But he's trying to get this stupid toy for his kid Jimmy.
I don't remember the kid's name.
Something like that. It's something like Jimmy. I can't remember. But he's trying to get this stupid toy, and he's going all over the place. Yeah. Every store. So funny enough, this is a real time thing because I work at the UPS store and I get all sorts of stuff I have to ship out and package. This guy came in one time and he was shipping this item out. It's like this. I don't know if you've seen it. What is it called? It's like this kind of a dinosaur egg thing. It's like this big dinosaur egg, and it comes in this little box. It's basically
a toy.
It's a toy, and it hatches, and then you get the little dinosaur doll inside or whatever. So this guy came in and he was shipping this. Don't mind me,
I'm gonna open the cookies.
He was shipping this item, and he was like, "Have you ever seen those?" I'm like, "Nope, I don't know what the heck that is." He's like, "Yeah, that's the new Tickle Me Elmo." I'm like, "Really now?" Like, and that he was just using it as an example because with Tickle Me Elmo when that first came out.
Okay, I got. Yeah.
With Tickle Me Elmo first came out, it was selling out constantly, like at all times. Thank you.
I complain about food every time on the podcast.
We got food.
I brought food. Again.
So this basically he was explaining it because this toy, like it's about $30 if you go to the store, if you can find it. It is selling out constantly. Every time they get a new set, it's gone. And he was telling me, he knows somebody who works at one of the stores, and so he kind of got hooked up with it. He's like, waiting on his friend, and was like, okay, we got him in stock. Save me 3, I will pay you. Apparently, he also told me if you go on to the online pricing, it's like over $100 for this stupid toy. Guess how much he sold this toy for?
$300?
Not quite, but $150 for a little dinosaur hatchling thing. That's just what reminds me of Jingle All the Way, kind of. It's a similar situation. Yeah. It's a toy that it's like, I don't even know what it was. I recently saw an advertisement for it. That's about all I've seen of it.
Well, I mean, it's like Black Friday. Black Friday, we just, we went through it, and you have all the fights, you have all the arguments, and
and
it's like, come on, people. Is it really worth, arguing with people? You're fighting people.
Yeah.
Over what? A discounted TV?
Yep.
And they rip them out of people's hands. Have some respect.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't stand Black Friday anymore.
No. I don't go out.
No, I mean, I work that day usually, but it's like, I don't know. Even if I didn't work that day, I wouldn't care. I've never cared about Black Friday. No. And it's just only getting worse.
Well, and there's so many online deals now that you get a lot of the same deals online.
Like this camera.
Like this camera right here. Same thing.
Same thing.
So, I don't know. I'd rather do online shopping than go in the store.
Yeah.
I've actually, because of, Christmas, I've been doing a lot of Christmas shopping, and I had the day off on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just went around and doing Christmas shopping. I'm like, this took all day. I had the day off, right? I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to go, ready to start my day. I usually get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, I was so mad. But I was able to go back to sleep.
Oh, that's
6
good.
o'clock rolls around.
Yep.
Bam. I couldn't go back to sleep.
Oh, boy.
And
well, you still got to sleep in.
I got to sleep in a couple hours. Not as much as I would have liked to, but I got up and got ready and started doing Christmas shopping. So that took all day.
Yeah.
Set up for a Christmas party so that Santa could come. And, yeah.
Yeah, about the only time I have to do Christmas shopping is Wednesday afternoon because I get off early that day for whatever reason. That's the only time I had this week.
Well, I don't know. Things are going slow for us. It's not the time of year for people to buy houses. So
no. So they don't really need plumbing.
No. Well, it's new home construction. So we deal with the housing market as it goes.
Yeah.
As long as new home goes.
True.
But it'll pick up in January. Once people start getting their tax returns, then
that's when it happens.
Then it gets serious. And then we're working, 60, 70, 80-hour weeks.
Oh, boy.
Which is, good paycheck, but...
Have fun with that.
Yeah. No time to do anything else. Also, school's out, so that's one less thing to worry about. Wow, for me at least.
Yeah.
So
what other movies are there that we like to watch?
Let's see. One of the newer ones is Christmas with the Cranks.
Christmas with the Cranks. I've actually never seen that. I've never had any interest in it.
It's a good one.
If I'm not correct, I could have sworn that was the original title for that movie was the book's title, because the book's title is actually different.
Is it based on a book?
It's based off a book actually, which is I think it was Skipping Christmas is the name of the book.
Let's fact check this.
Which I could have sworn when I first saw the advertisement for that, it was titled Skipping Christmas. Mm-hmm. But then they changed it to Christmas with the Cranks. Because my mom actually got that book too, which I was like, that's when I found out it was based off a book. I'm like, really? So it's just weird. It's just one of those films I'm like, I don't know. I could have sworn it was differently titled when it first appeared in the advertisements. Because that's what I remember it was, and then I remember later looking at it, I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Is that the same movie? Oh. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Okay, let's see. Yep, I'm not finding anything really.
Yeah.
Just a lot of plot
stuff.
Get cookie all over me. Just a lot of plot lines and like what it's about, but nothing about an original title.
Yeah, because if you look up, well, I don't know, you might be able to look up Skipping Christmas, because like my mom got that book and it said now major motion picture, Christmas at the Cranks. But that's actually based off of that, and I'm sure they probably, changed a lot of the plot line, of course, because it's a comedy. I don't know how the book is. The book's probably a comedy too, but I've never read that.
So, Skipping Christmas is definitely the book. At a glance, there's nothing. It just kind of shows.
Yeah, because I could have sworn that was how it was. I don't know. I could be completely wrong.
Maybe not.
But
it might be a whole nother movie.
I could have. Yeah, I don't know. I just could have sworn when that first came out, it was Tim. I remember it because it was the same. Tim Allen and what's her face sticking their heads out, and
yeah.
So I don't know.
Let's talk about another classic, Christmas classic, Scrooged, or something to do with Scrooge.
So Christmas Carol type stuff.
Yeah, anything Christmas Carol, but for my family specifically, Scrooged.
With Bill Murray.
Yeah, it's
that's on Netflix right now.
It's a really good one. I love that one. As a kid, it scared me as a kid. I think because of Ghost of Christmas Past. Or no. Future.
Yeah.
Just very dark, very scary.
Yeah.
And it's a very dark and scary movie. Well, maybe not scary, but it's definitely written dark.
Yeah.
But it scared me as a kid. And they've pretty much redone that in any form and fashion.
Yeah, there's so many different Christmas carols. The Christmas Carol that we do watch as a tradition, though, is, I think it's the original one. It's the original, that or it's a 1950, I can't remember the year. It's like 1956 or 1958 or something like that, with Alistair, what's his face? I can't remember his last name. I think it's Alistair. But that's the original black and white, like it's one of the classic ones that they always play. And that's the one that my dad likes, and I actually like that one too, because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
But that one is not only one of the most accurate ones, because like with each Christmas Carol, they all bring the base storyline, but they always have to kind of cut stuff out, because if you actually read the book, there's so much more detail in the book than there are shown in the films. So they have to cut out certain sequences, like especially when it goes to the past. There's a lot of stuff that they cut out usually.
Yeah.
Or a lot of different lines. So each Christmas Carol always kind of brings a different part of the book out, but the way it's presented is also a big thing, and that's kind of, for our family, that's one of our favorites, because it really brings out that dark kind of feel to it.
Are you talking about this one?
No, that is
Not
like
that one?
Yeah,
okay.
No, that's the 1984 version.
Yeah, that's 84.
That one, I didn't really like that one. I did see that one too. Yeah, try looking up.
There's
1950.
That movie has just been redone so many times.
Yeah, we've got like the Jim Carrey Disney one. Although one of my favorites though is actually the Muppet Christmas Carol, just because I grew up on that one. Any Muppets film is pretty much, great deal. That one, I love that one.
51?
Might be. I can't remember the year.
Let's see. Is it that one?
Yes, it's that one.
Okay.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah, that's Alistair Sim.
Yeah, I knew Alistair.
So
yeah, that one is a classic one to watch, just because it's black and white, but that's kind of what brings out just the really great darkness to a lot of the film.
Is that the one where his friend is the one in chains and goes flying out the window?
There's the
and like he sees all the ghosts flying around.
Yep, that's the one.
That's probably why that one scared me too.
That one it's very dark, but that's how kind of the book is at first. The book is very dark because that's kind of the mood it brings in.
Yeah.
But Scrooge, he's a greedy,
he's a dark
old person, just a dark person. He doesn't care. And then of course towards the end, it gets happy and light and everything. And that film, just the lighting is just, they bring out that mood so good. Not unlike any other Christmas story film that they've done, for that.
Yep. Let's see, what are some other classics? Charlie Brown Christmas.
Charlie Brown Christmas, we always have to watch that one. That one's always, that one actually, I love that one. And that's probably one of my dad's favorite things too, because when they originally were going to air that, actually, at first, I can't remember which one it was airing on, but the TV station didn't want to do it because it had the Bible verse in it. And so they were going to cut it out completely. And then they decided, okay, well, we'll just let it air. And bet they were glad when they did, because it became an instant classic, instant hit. And, they weren't thinking that was going to happen at all, but it did.
So, off topic, but not too off topic. I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast. Movie critics and movie industry, the movie industry altogether, really doesn't like biblical stuff. They don't like churchy stuff.
Yeah.
Religious stuff. Mel Gibson pitched the idea of doing a Christ's life video. And he pitched it to several different movie companies. Mm-hmm. And they all turned him down. And they said, no way. There's no way that this would sell. There's no way that anybody wants to see this. So he spent, and I'm going to look it up just to get the actual numbers.
Yeah.
But, I believe he spent $84 million.
That sounds about right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, to do Passion of the Christ. So I'm going to go to Box Office Mojo. And
see what comes up.
Yep. I'm going to see what this is. So I believe it's about $84 million that he spent out of his own pocket. And
which he had, of course.
Yeah, of course. So what he did was he made that movie on an $84 million budget.
That's not much when you think about it.
Which I think most movies seem to be made on like $100,000 or more nowadays, roughly. And he made hundreds of millions of dollars in the box office alone.
Yep.
People went back to see it multiple times.
Yep.
So Passion of the Christ. One thing I didn't like, though, was it wasn't in English. It was only subtitled in English.
I actually kind of like that aspect, though.
Then you're reading the whole thing. You're not really watching it. You're focused on reading it.
True. But at the same time, it's not about what's being said, per se. It's a lot about the visuals. That's a very visual movie as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And that's what Mel Gibson really caught in that movie.
So, the domestic total gross was $370,274,604. And it was released in 2004. And it made $241,116,490. So, worldwide, just the box office alone, he made $611.9 million. And the budget was, let's see. Oh, wow. I was way off. $30 million.
Oh, what?
I think The Hangover was budgeted more than that. I think The Hangover was like
because I remember it was actually a really low budget film.
Yeah, but
it doesn't look like it, but it actually really was.
Spend $30 million, get $600 million in return, and that's just the box office. That doesn't include sales, DVD sales, and all that stuff.
Nope.
But I don't know that. What Mel Gibson did. And also what James Cameron did. James Cameron is absolutely my hero as far as film goes, because he made a movie in 1997, I believe. And everybody was like, what are you doing? You shouldn't write this. We all know what happens at the end. Mm-hmm. It was Titanic. And he built 90% of the ship, which is already a huge ship. And everyone's like, well, if you're going to build 90% of the ship, why not build the other 10%? And he said, well, I don't need to, because the other 10% is going to come on camera. And it would have cost too much for the budget.
Mm.
And even though everybody already knew what was going to happen, we all knew that the ship was going to sink.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert, in case you haven't seen a 20-year-old movie.
And in case you haven't gotten any history lessons about it.
Yeah. It was more about the story, the love story.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what just entrapped everybody. And for a decade, that movie sat at the #1 spot in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Until, what movie? Avatar. Which
Another
James Cameron wrote.
did.
Well, fun fact, James Cameron wrote Avatar the same time he wrote Titanic. He sat on it because the technology wasn't there
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
Which, I would say if he waited probably 4 more years to write that, he could have done so much better. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying it was bad. I loved the Avatar. I loved the visual aspect of it, not the story. The story is save the trees, humans are the
It's
problem.
Dances with Wolves, Ferngully.
Yeah, it's bad. But the visuals were
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
Which, if I'm not correct, he was actually original. Part of why I think he was able to do that was I think he was also supposed to do the Halo film. And then that cut out.
And there was a big argument, too, that the vehicles that he was using in Avatar were very close to Halo.
Well, it's because that's where he got it from.
Well, no, they're his designs. He sold his
Yeah.
designs, and, well, he owns them. They're his, so
Yep.
he used them.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, people were all up in arms about that.
Yeah. But
So,
anyways, back to Christmas.
yeah, back to Christmas.
Speaking of...
Speaking of guns.
Oh, boy.
Let's see. So we've talked a lot about movies, but what are some other Christmas traditions that you and your family have?
It's kind of died down in the last few years, but it's always been a tradition. Christmas Eve, family get together. It used to be at my grandparents' house, and of course now they're kind of too old. But yeah. And then it was kind of at our house, wherever we were, because we always... My parents really like to be able to have a house where they can have people come and visit.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big thing for them. So that's always been kind of our thing is that Christmas Eve, everybody comes over. We all exchange gifts, just for that evening. And, of course, regular Christmas the next day. But, yeah, lately, the past couple of years, it's been kind of difficult because of scheduling. And my grandparents now are also just kind of, they're homebound. So it's kind of died down a little bit. Probably still have, Christmas and stuff together. But we used to have, like, Christmas dinner and everything together. Now we just kind of do our separate stuff, and sometimes we'll even do it on a different day. Like this year, actually, even Thanksgiving, we had a separate Thanksgiving day for the family, and then Thanksgiving for just us.
Yeah.
So, and plus my cousins and them are going to be moving to Texas probably in the next year or two.
Nice.
So they'll be gone.
Right on, go Texas.
They'll be gone. Well, it's because he works for Nissan, Ford. I can't remember which one he works for. He works for Toyota or one of the car companies.
One of those car companies out there.
I'll start naming them out. I'll get it eventually. He works for one of them though, and it's
BMW, Smart.
It's not one of those.
Fiat, Lamborghini.
Oh boy, hook me up, man. No, it's like it's one of those, but yeah. So but that used to be our big Christmas tradition was just to get together and just open gifts, the classic type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then this is just kind of a funny one, which I'm curious how we're going to work this out now, because Christmas Day, my grandma always comes over, my mom's mom, and she spends the night over at our house, and then Christmas Day, we go to Denny's in the morning. Because she treats us to Denny's. We don't really necessarily like Denny's, but she treats us to Denny's, so she pays for it. So, which now that's on Sunday, we'll see how that works. But.
Yeah. I would say that most of my family traditions are kind of basics,
Same.
Getting together with the family. We don't do a whole lot of that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my extended family has moved out of state.
Okay.
And we're kind of like the only ones left. There's cousins and stuff that are still here, but it's like we never go see them anymore. So a lot of those traditions have
kind of died down, yeah.
And I don't even know, because my last Christmas was my first Christmas back, and I was still kind of like, I don't know what we're doing. I'm just kind of here.
Just kind of here.
I'd only been back for like 2 weeks. So I was like, nah. And so this is really like my first Christmas back. And I feel like I'm, back in the groove of life and getting everybody presents and stuff. So, but, yeah, we'll have my brother and his family over and
just have a nice little
get
together.
We'll probably do a dinner, probably like it's almost like a second Thanksgiving dinner. That's kind of like what ends up happening.
We usually have ham outside of turkey, but
stuffing, potatoes,
gravy,
same
kind of stuff,
all that same stuff. But that's probably like our traditions, doing the little family dinners and stuff like that. We used to go over to my uncle's house and do like a white elephant gift.
Okay.
And we'd all get our name and figure out who we're giving it to and stuff like that.
Well, it's Secret Santa.
Oh, yeah, whatever.
White elephant's where you bring a gift. You bring a gift. You put it in the pot. You get your turn, and you go to pick.
Yeah, we've done both.
Yeah, you pick a present, and someone can steal it.
Yeah, I think we've done both. It's like we've done the white elephant, we've done the Secret Santa, all that.
Yeah, white elephant's more for like the kicks and giggles. Secret Santa's more like
okay. Yeah. Nobody walks away happy
in white elephant.
Nope. Because as soon as somebody opens the gift that everybody wants, that thing just gets stolen.
Yep.
Every time.
It's
because
that's not a good family.
The next person opens, like dirty socks, and it's like, well, I don't want dirty socks, so I'm going to trade it for the good gift. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah, you can't do it for a family. It's not a good.
No.
You'll get a lot of tears.
You get a lot of pissed off people.
No, we did white elephant though for our work party though, our work dinner.
So for work, we had a raffle, and they gave away 50-inch TVs, 40-inch TVs, 4K TVs.
I'm guessing you didn't get either of those because I don't see it anywhere.
I didn't get any of those, which kind of sucks, but
would have been awesome. We could have had,
Yeah, I was kind of thinking maybe, for the podcast, we'll set up a TV right here, and then, when we talk about a video, it's like, well, let's bring it up on the TV right here. And then,
maybe eventually
incorporate that into the podcast.
Yeah, maybe eventually.
I did win out of the raffle a pair of JBL wireless headphones.
Nice.
So
they work good?
They work really good. I can't hear anything when there's music playing. I can't hear anything outside.
Okay, I was about to say, so you can't even hear the music, right?
No, I can definitely hear the music.
Can't hear anything?
Wait, are these things even on? They kind of fold up in a little, nice little thing there. So
yeah, no, we did white elephant for our work dinner. And I found out a very interesting truth about my associates.
Oh, boy.
They're alcoholics.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well, it was bad. Like more than half the gifts were all something to do with alcohol. I was like,
oh, yeah.
It was like there's a beer pong set. There was a wine, champagne, tequila.
Oh, boy.
I ended up getting one of the tequilas. I'm like, oh, I don't drink. Which luckily I got stolen. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
But then there's like a flask and another one that I ended up with had a flask. It was just like, oh my gosh, I work with a bunch of alcoholics.
Well,
that's seriously all the gifts there are.
From what I've heard from our quality manager, quality assurance manager, safety manager, one of those guys, he said that there used to be a lot of alcohol at our parties.
Mm-hmm.
And recently they've had to crack down on it. You got 300 people. You got all the plumbers, every single plumber, every single manager.
Oh, daddy.
Yeah, pretty much. And they're all getting hammered.
Wait. Oh, daddy.
They're all getting hammered, and, it's like, well, you can't stay here at the shop.
Danny boy.
You can't stay here at the shop. You have to call a taxi. You ain't driving home.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, I think they put a
designated drunk driver?
Yeah. Oh,
I am the designated drunk driver.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
But, yeah, so, well, tomorrow's Christmas.
Yep.
I'm excited. I care less about the gifts.
I'm excited for it to be over.
I love the season. I love everyone's generally in a happier mood. People are a little more happy.
Generally.
They're more willing to be, I don't know, more giving, I guess. Sometimes, yeah. It also can bring out the worst in people.
Yep, I see the worst of it sometimes.
Yeah. I would guess in retail you'd see the absolute worst of it. Because that's where everyone's prideful and selfish and gimme.
Oh, trust me. I got the worst end of it too. Because, okay, you go to a store, the price is there, you know what you're getting.
Mm-hmm.
You come to my store, you want to know how much it's going to cost to ship something. You got all these gifts that you need to ship. It's going to cost you this much. Holy crap! That's all I hear all day, every day. It's like, I know it's expensive. It's not cheap to ship UPS.
Yeah.
It's not cheap. You want it to be $2 to go to the post office. Go wait in your 2-hour line at the post office, and you'll get it for $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear it all the time.
Yeah.
In fact, actually,
it's annoying.
The Christmas rush, spending an extra hour after work doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just ready for it to be done.
You got the worst. You got the worst job for the season.
I'm ready for it to be done. I just want it to be January.
Like, we're slow. Like I said, we're slow right now, but
this is our season, and it sucks.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm working the day after Christmas, which UPS actually has a day off. But my boss decided, you're not getting a day off.
Oh, gosh.
So, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't care what the frick the bonus is going to be amount. I just want the day off of Christmas, and what did you do? You took it away from us. Whatever.
I got the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's off.
We're supposed, UPS has those days off. And normally, and we actually have the allotment to do that.
It's federal.
Yeah, it's because Sunday is Christmas. Yeah. That's already a day off for us.
So you get
so I get
the
to work
Friday or the Saturday before the Monday.
Yeah, so I get to work the day after Christmas.
That sucks. Do you get the Friday off though?
Nope, I don't get a day off. Oh, which I'm really pissed about.
That sucks.
Because, normally we would get a day off for those times, even if it landed on a day like that.
Is it even a half day?
Nope.
Full day.
Okay, this is this is the stupidity of my boss right now, which I'm really pissed at him about at the moment.
Careful, you're on camera.
So I'm sorry, if you're listening to this right now, Rob, but I just have to vent for a bit because I do not like how the schedule has been done this year. So we are busy until January. Okay, the Christmas season ends January 7th. Okay, I'm just throwing out a date, but it ends in January. It doesn't end. It doesn't end at Christmas. The day after Christmas, which we should have a day off, but we don't. We are working 9 to 7 with 2 people.
Oh gosh!
Not at the same time.
Staggered.
We have one person in the morning from 9. Well, technically 8:45 because they have to open 8:45 to 2 o'clock, and 2 to 7:15. So we have 2 people the whole day, and it's a normal business day.
So whoever gets the late shift is going to end up getting screwed because once everyone comes in at the rush, like what happened today.
I'm not getting out of work Monday, probably about till 8:30, and I close at 7.
Dang.
That's my guess. That's my guess for the future. But I can, by the way that this season has been going, it's been a busy season compared to last year. Which I get it, that the scheduling can be difficult because you can never guess exactly what it's going to be like. Because last year was slow. The year before that was busy. But, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. But so he kind of guessed, okay, well, it's probably going to be slow again this year. So he made it so that there's a couple weeks where there are 3 people and it's like normal stuff, which has been fine. But then 2 days before Christmas, what does he do? Normal schedule that we've done before, so there's like 2 people at certain times and 1 person at certain times, which is what he normally does. So I'm like, okay, that's already kind of screwy, but not only that, we're doing 2 people at each store. He has 4 stores. 2 people at each store for 5 hours by themselves on day after Christmas.
Dang.
So not only do I not get a day off, I get to be busy doing stuff. And I don't get overtime. So,
well, I got the day off, so I'll be sleeping in. They also gave me Friday off, So I do get 3 3-day weekends in a row. So
Yeah.
first one was Christmas shopping. The second one is sleeping in. And I don't know what I'm doing for New Year's. What are you doing for New Year's? Better question, what are we doing for New Year's?
Well, we are doing a New Year's podcast.
We're going to do a New Year's podcast.
That will be our next podcast.
We'll do
something.
We'll do something.
We have ideas what we want, but
no fireworks because can't do fireworks in the county we live in.
no. Maybe because since we technically do these a week in advance, secrets out there. Everybody, if you haven't been
they don't know. They don't know that today's the 17th.
Oh boy.
Oh shoot! I just told them.
Well, how does the Facebook Live thing work?
Facebook Live? I've wanted to try that
because we could do a live video as well in addition to the podcast. Because obviously we'll be having the podcast technically done. Hush hush. Nobody else knows this.
Yeah.
We could technically do that. We could do like a New Year's podcast where we're just talk about the New Year type stuff, and then do a live video of us celebrating New Year's.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
We
might be able to do something live.
Yeah, because if we did that, I was kind of thinking about that on the way here.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that then.
Yeah, because I think that would be kind of neat. I mean, I don't know who's going to watch it right then and there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that's just an idea.
I'll do it off the Zombie Couch page, and there's all those people that like that page.
Yeah.
A notification will be sent to their phone or whatever their device is.
Yep.
That we are live, so they'll be able to.
Yeah, we could
do that. So maybe we'll do that. We'll have a segment that's live. That'll be cool.
Yeah,
because
honestly, I will tell you how my last 6, 7, 8 years, something around the range of 8 years. The last 8 years I've done for New Year's. You know what I've done? Been at home, doing absolutely nothing.
I don't.
And what happens? I look at the clock. 1 o'clock. Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
That has literally been my last 8 years, or so.
Yeah.
I guess I can't remember. We used to have New Year's traditions, but
yeah, my family never did much. We stayed up, wait for the clock, and time changes, and it's like, the year changes. It's like, woo, I'm going to bed. So next week we'll have a new podcast. But Merry Christmas. I guess we'll
see you for that.
Merry Christmas to you guys. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy
Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
What else is there? I don't even know what else there is.
Happy holidays from Zombie Couch Productions to you. We hope you enjoy this podcast. Every week we put out a new podcast. I'll just say that just in case people don't know. Every week, every Saturday.
You will be seeing us more often this because we've got this nice new set.
We got a new set. We got a different environment. We're still working on the details.
Yep.
New chairs. We'll get a new mini fridge because this one is a piece of crap. And hopefully, the decorations will change.
Oh yeah, no,
we're not going to keep the snowman, the reindeer, and Santa, and the Merry Christmas that's hiding behind it all. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And you know what? We'd also appreciate if you just in the comment section just let us know how we're doing. If there's anything you want us to see, talk about, anything you want us to do, we want feedback.
Yep. Like,
comment,
subscribe,
comment
in the down below, right there. See where it says comments.
COMM.
Can you spell it? You
E
got it?
NT.
S.
Well, it's comments.
Hit the thumbs up. The thumbs up. Yep.
Like, not that one.
Like this one.
Not this one.
Not that one.
This one.
This one. Got it. Okay, good. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week with the New Year's podcast.
Later.
See ya.